Hi guys, today you guys are going to see a different view of my living room because the sun was coming through the window and blinding me and I could barely see myself. In this video I am going to talk to you about the dining plan, which was a godsend for us. We did book our vacation through a travel company, so we don't know exactly how much we paid for the dining plan, but it saved our butts time and time again. We definitely wouldn't have eaten a lot of the same foods that we had if we didn't have the dining plan. It was, I don't know, it just saved us a lot of money in our own opinion. With each fine dining meal, we would get a soda, or for those 18 and older, an alcoholic beverage, one entree and one dessert. Our meals for this normally ranged around $150, and I think the most expensive was $275. And we didn't have to pay for any of that. We did pay our tips because tips are not included in the dining plan, but we didn't have to pay for that, which was really nice because that's extra money you're not carrying around the park. For our quick serves, you got one refillable soda and one entree, which is really all you need. That's what we had for lunch. Some dinners, it wasn't bad. We, again, ate some things we probably wouldn't have. The one day we had Flame Tree Barbecue, which was like $17 a plate. Another day we went to Backlot in Hollywood Studios, and I think my burger was like $17. Like, it was pretty pricey, but again, we didn't have to pay it. And then you get like X amount per day, so like one fine dining, one quick serve, and then you get 2 snack credits, and you don't have to use them that day. You can save them up if you want. Like, there's no rules really against it. So there were some days, like, you know, we would have a snack credit for breakfast. We were 2 doors down from the Island Market, which was, I don't even really know what it was. Kind of like a little store thing, a couple doors down from us at a resort. And they had Pop-Tarts and croissants and Danishes and fruit cups and things like that. And my daughter very often would get a snack credit with that for Pop-Tarts, and she'd eat Pop-Tarts in the morning. Not very healthy, I know, don't judge, we're on vacation. There was a lot of things that were included in the snack credit. The frozen lemonades, the Mickey Mouse pretzels, the Mickey Mouse ice creams, like sandwiches or the ears on a popsicle stick. There was a lot. We actually figured that it would be the same for fine dining and quick service, that you get to pick and choose what you're allowed to have. But for both of those, the quick service and the fine dining, everything was included. And then for the snack credits, they have like this little checkered picture right beside their name on the menu. And so if you want to use that for a snack credit, you're able to. One of the things that I absolutely loved, and you'll see a lot of people carrying around, are these popcorn buckets. You buy the popcorn bucket once. I think it's like $10 or something, and it comes with popcorn in it. And then you can use a snack credit to refill it, or pay like $2. I don't really know, but like you refill this whole bucket for a snack credit. We didn't end up using a lot of our snack credits, so on the last day we were kind of like, crap, we have 20 snack credits, what the heck are we gonna do? So we went to one of the stores, and they had candy and Rice Krispie squares and just a whole bunch of stuff that were included in these snack credits. And that was like really nice because we're traveling with a 6-year-old who loves candy. So my mom was able to bring back souvenirs for my other 3 children that weren't fortunate enough to come on this trip. And then she brought some back for her daycare kids because she runs a daycare. And so we were able to use our snacks for that. And at the end of the day, we had one left. And my daughter chose for, you know, we were leaving 7:30 the next morning. We had to be at the main office for our ride on to the Magical Express. And so we ran over because we had a little bit of time, We ran over to the Island Market that opened at 7, and she was able to get her Pop-Tarts. My sister, who's actually really grumpy about us using up all the snack credits, the lady said to her, well, you guys still have some quick service ones that you're allowed to switch into snack credits if you want anything. My sister chose not to, so we didn't end up using the rest of those, but, you know, the dining plan just, it saved our butt time and time again. It was amazing, because I guarantee you I would not have had 6 frozen lemonades at $5 a thing if we were not on this plan. It prevented us from carrying around a lot of cash, which was really nice, and it was all connected on this band. So anytime, you know, you're just like, oh, well, you know, 2 snack credits, and they're like, okay, and that's this much, and you're like, got my band, and you scan your band, and they tell you, they're like, oh, you got this many left, and you move on with your life. And it was really fast, really easy. It prevented us from feeling like we had hundreds of dollars carrying around in the park. I recommend the dining plan. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you save so much money without it, but I believe we're on a promo where it was either discounted or free. I'm not sure. I will have to ask the travel agency. But she was telling me that this promo runs around the time that we booked every single year. And we booked at the end of October, I believe. Maybe it was the beginning of October. I don't remember. But it saved our butts, and I don't think I could ever do it without the dining plan again, because, you know, you're like, oh, breakfast wasn't really filling. Like, let's go grab a snack. And the night we got there too, like, we were credited for these things the night we got there and the day we left, even though we weren't really there. We didn't get in until later at night, and we left super early in the morning. Like I said, our ride back to the hotel was 7:30 in the morning. But we are still credited on our dining plan for these days. So, when we first got in, everything was closed by the time we got to our room because it was so late at night. And our driver had said to us, you know, you can order a pizza if you're on the dining plan that costs like 2 quick serve credits. And we hemmed and we hawed and we're like, yeah, let's do that. Why not? So we got pizza delivered right to our room. And again, we didn't have to pay for it because it was already paid for. And with that, it was actually really nice because they're like, well, you get 2 desserts and 2 drinks. And we're like, well, there's 4 of us. And all 4 of us would kind of like a drink because we weren't able to get our cups. So is there any way that we can switch 2 of those desserts for 2 drinks? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. If you don't want the desserts, we'll gladly switch them. So we got 4 lemonades and a full-size huge pizza that all 4 of us, well, my daughter actually fell asleep, so the bigger 3 of us, like, annihilated that pizza. And it was so nice that they were willing to accommodate us, and it only costed 2 quick serve points. So we saved money there. I'm sure you can imagine how much an extra large pizza costs, along with 4 small bottles of lemonade. So, like, it was a lifesaver, time and time and time again. I really enjoyed being on the dining plan, as did my mom. Like I said, I don't think we'll ever go to Disney without it. And for those of you guys that are wondering about the cups, this is the cup. It's got some type of chip in the bottom here, so when you place it onto the freestyle machine, it knows that you're not trying to steal pop. I do believe that if you're staying on a resort and want one, not on the dining plan, they cost $18 a cup. I don't know. But we actually didn't really use it a whole lot because in my other videos, as I explained, we didn't get home from the park until like 8:39 most nights. And by then, you know, you just kind of want to relax, get into bed. You don't want Coke right before you go to sleep. And you don't want it right after you wake up and brush your teeth and all that. So it wasn't very much that we actually used them. What we would do, though, is we would fill 1 cup with ice, because there was 4 of us. We got 4 cups. We'd fill 1 with ice and 1 with ice water. And we'd carry those around the park. And then ice water is free at any park, at any restaurant. So if we wanted more, we would just go fill it up with some ice and water. Or if, you know, we weren't planning on stopping by a restaurant soon, we would just stop at a water fountain and fill up our cup. And so that was nice to not have to worry about drinks, but it did weigh down our backpack and make it heavier, which was kind of annoying. But when we were standing in line and my 6-year-old decided she was thirsty and had to have a drink right then and there, we were able to give her something. But if you're not on the dining plan and you don't get this for free, even if you drink a lot of pop, I drink a crap ton of Coke. Like, I probably have 2-3 cans of Coke a day. And I didn't have any. I drank a little bit of lemonade on our trip because lemonade was like a little bit easier to deal with in the morning. But I definitely did not get $19 or $20 worth out of this cup. So if you're hemming and hawing, you're like, you know, I drink a lot of soda. I don't know if I can live without it. I can tell you right now, you probably can. Unless, you know, you plan on having a couple resort days if you're there long enough. We weren't. We didn't get to really enjoy our resort too much because we were so busy with the parks every single day. But if you're planning on having resort days and you're planning on being at the pool all day, you know, maybe it might work for you. It personally for us did not. If you have any other questions about the dining plan or feel I didn't touch base on something, feel free to leave a comment below and I'd be happy to send you an answer. You guys have a great day.